This is page 10 in your Tradition of Excellence book, and we're looking at number 29, Warm-Up Serenity. We're going to look at the first two measures of this and say the note names and finger. So let's say and finger together. Ready? Here we go. B flat, hold, C, hold, B flat, C, D, hold. We're going to do this in two measure sections. So now let's play those first two measures together. Ready? 1, 2, play the first two now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then let's back up and do that again. Ready? Here we go. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's look at the second two measures. Measures 3 and 4. We have, let's say in finger. Ready? Now we have D, hold, E flat, hold, D, E flat, F, hold. So let's play those two measures. Ready? 1, 2, ready, begin. D, hold, E flat, hold, D, E flat, F, hold. Now let's go back and play the first four measures together. Ready? Here we go. First four measures. 1, 2, first four measures now. 1, 2, 3, 4. B flat, C, D, hold, D, hold, E flat, hold, D, E flat, F, hold. All right, now let's look at measure 5 and 6. These are the same notes that we just played, but now they're going down. So the first note we have is F, finger, then E flat, finger, then F, E flat, D. So let's play those two measures. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, measure 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now let's look at the last two measures. Let's say in finger now. D, hold, C, hold, D, C, B flat, hold. Let's play those last two measures together. 1, 2, playing now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, well now let's go back and go over the last four measures. We're going to play through this. You can finger and count or play along and just keep backing the video up and do both. So for now, we're going to play together the last four measures. Here we go. 1, 2, last 4. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we're ready to go all the way through. I would suggest that when we go all the way through, the first time, as Colin plays it, say the note names and count. Then back the video up and then play along. We're only going to play it once, but you can keep backing up and going over it. Here we go, all the way through 29. 1, 2, and now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Off. Now, for the sake of time, we're not going to do the repeats. But you can keep going back and going over them, and when you practice by yourself, you can use the repeats. Now we're looking at number 30 on page 10. This is called Chop Builder. And in number 30, in the second measure, in the little green box, we have a new note. This note is on the bottom line of the staff. It's called G, and it's fingered with the first and second valves down, and it's a little bit higher than our F. So play that note. That's what it sounds like. So match him now. Let's play that G together. Ready? Colin? Okay, join in and match that sound. Let's do that one more time. Play it. Match the sound. All right, now we're going to look at number 30. We're going to look at the first 4 measures of number 30. So let's say and finger this. Ready? Saying and fingering together the first 4. Ready? Now, E flat, hold. F, hold. Now the new note, G, hold for 4 counts. G, hold. F, hold. E flat, hold for 4 counts. So we're starting on E flat, we're going up to F, then we're going up to our new note G, and then we're coming back down those 3 notes. So let's play those together now. First 4 measures of 30. Here we go. 1, 2, here we go. E flat, hold. F, hold. G, hold for 4 counts. Breathe. G, hold. F, hold. E flat, hold for 4 counts. Okay, now in the next measure, in the 5th measure, we have our D, which is first and second valve, and we have our G, which is first and second valve. So they're both fingered the same. We just have to change our lip and speed up the air to go up to the G. So play the D first, listen to it and match. Now play the G, listen to it and match. Match. Now we're going to start the D and go D, hold, G, hold, D, hold, G, rest. So listen to Colin play the 5th and 6th measure. Ready? Here we go now. D, hold, G, hold, D, hold, G, rest. So we're just speeding the air up and pulling our corners back of our lips to raise that pitch up. So let's say and finger that now, the last 4 measures. Saying and fingering the last 4. Ready? Now. D, hold, G, hold, D, hold, G, rest. D, G, then E flat, hold for 4 counts. So let's play those last 4 measures. Ready? 1, 2, playing the last 4 now. D, hold, G, hold, D, hold, G, rest. D, D flat, hold, 4 counts. So as we talked about in class, we have that slur mark, that curved line that's connecting these notes that tells us the notes that are under that curve, we don't use our tongue. So that's why it's so smooth going from one to the other. So as we practice this, we want to practice doing the slurs like it says. We always start the first note of every slur by using our tongue. So now we're going to go all the way through 30. I would suggest that you finger and say the note names and counts the first time, and then back the video up and play along the second time. Here we go. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, F, hold, G, hold for 4 counts. G, hold, F, hold, E flat, hold for 4 counts. D, hold, slur to G, hold, D, hold, G, rest. D, G, slur back and forth, and E flat for 4 counts. And keep backing this up and playing through it until that's easy for you, making sure that we're slurring the slurred notes and tonguing the tongue notes. Let's look back at the second measure again at our new note G. That's on the bottom line of the staff. finger it, first and second valve. Colin's going to start the note, and then you join in. Ready? Now. Join in. Keep backing this up and going over these first two lines until you're ready to go on to number 31. Okay, this is number 31, Camptown Races. Notice that you have some missing notes in this, and the book has asked you to write in these notes. We're going to play through this and listen to it and figure out what the note is, if it's lower or higher than the note that it follows, and try writing the notes in by matching what Colin's playing. Then we'll work it all together. So we're going to play all the way through it once. Remember, in that fourth measure, that percent sign is called a one measure repeat. So that means we play measure 3 again in its place. So we're going to go all the way through this, listening and trying to figure out the notes. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, now. 3, 4. 3, rest. Now repeat. Rest. Okay, now keep playing with this until you figure out what those missing notes are. You can keep backing the video up and going over it, and you'll be able to match that sound and figure those notes out. Once you do, keep backing the video up and practicing along with it. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, now. 3, 4. 3, rest. Now repeat. Rest. Keep backing the video up and practicing along with it. Okay, this is number 32, Skill Builder. We're going to work on this in 2 measure sections. So let's look at the first 2 measures. We want to make sure that we tongue and slur the correct notes. So let's say and finger the first 2 measures together. Ready? Now, D, F, D, F, D, hold, F, hold. Now let's play that together, making sure we slur to the second note and tongue all others. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, first 2 measures now. Okay, keep backing that up and doing it over and over until you have it down. Then look at the third and fourth measure. Let's say and finger that together first. This uses our new note G. Here we go. Ready? Say and finger. E flat, G, E flat, G, E flat, hold, rest, rest. Now let's play that together. This is the third and fourth measures. Ready? Now play the third and fourth measures. Half, rest. Now let's play the first 4 measures together. First 4 measures. Here we go. 1, 2, first 4 measures now. Half, rest. Now let's look at the next 2 measures. This is the 5th and 6th measure. Let's say and finger those 2 measures. Ready? Here we go. C, E flat, C, E flat, C, hold, E flat, hold. Now let's play the 5th and 6th measures. Ready? 2, go, now. C, C, E flat, C, hold, E flat, hold. And look at the last 2 measures. Say and finger the last 2. Here we go. Ready? Now. D, F, D, C, B flat, hold for 4 counts. Let's play the last 2 measures together. 1, two, last two measures. Now, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now, let's do the last four measures. Measure 5, 6, 7, and 8. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, now. You can keep backing these sections up and doing them by fingering and counting and by playing. So now we're going to go all the way through 32. I suggest that you finger and count once and then back the video up and play along. Here we go. 32. 1, 2, begin now. All right, keep backing this up, keep going over it, and keep practicing this line by fingering and counting and by playing along until you can play all the way through it without making mistakes. Okay, this is line 33, London Bridge Duet, and we're looking at the A part first. If you'll look at the first two measures and then look at the fifth and sixth measure, you'll notice that those measures are identical. So we don't have to practice both groups of measure. We just practice one and you've got both of them. So let's say and finger the first three measures. Ready? Saying and fingering the first three measures. 1, 2, say and finger now. F, G, F, E flat, D, E flat, F, hold. C, D, E flat, hold. So let's play that together now. Just those first three measures. 1, 2, ready, now. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, rest, 4, 4, counts. So now we've already gone over measures 5 and 6 because they're the same as the first two. So now let's look at the last two measures. Let's say and finger the last two. Ready? Now, C, hold. F, hold. D, B flat, hold, rest. So let's play those last two measures. Ready? 1, 2, last two. Now, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, rest. All right, now let's go back and play the last four measures. Playing the last four measures together. This is part A. 1, 2, last four measures. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, rest. Now we're ready to go all the way through part A. So we're going to start at the beginning. We're going to play all the way through. We will not repeat. Make sure that we give that whole rest 4 full counts. Here we go. From the beginning of part A. 1, 2, part A, now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest for 4 counts. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Rest. Now keep backing that up and going over it, and later we can come back and play part B with this recording and play a duet with ourselves. So now we're going to look at part B. And just like in part A, the first two measures and the fifth and sixth measures are the same. We can always look through music and we'll find this very often that stuff repeats. So it just makes it easier to practice when we know just practicing two measures that we've already learned half the song. So let's say and finger the first two measures of this. Ready? 1, 2, say and finger first two. D, E flat, D, C, B flat, C, D, hold, then we have a whole rest. Let's play those two measures. Ready? 1, 2, playing first two. We have a 4-count rest. Now look at the fourth measure. Let's say and finger it's D, E flat, F. Let's play that. 2, fourth measure, play. Okay, the fifth and sixth measures are the same as the first two. We don't need to go over that again. So let's look at the last two. Measure 7 and 8. Let's say and finger. 2, say out, finger out loud. C, hold. C, hold. B flat, hold, rest. So let's play those last two measures. Here we go. 1, 2, last two. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, rest. All right, now we're ready to go all the way through part B. I suggest that you finger and count a couple of times and then keep backing the video up and play along. Here we go. 1, 2, letter B, now. 3, 4. All right, so keep backing up and going over that B part. You can also play the recording of part B while you play part A, or play the recording of part A while you play part B, so you can actually play the duet. So keep working on that until you can play both of those parts without any trouble. Okay, this is line 34, the frog song. This is normally a test item, so we're going to spend a little extra time on this. We're going to work on this in 2-measure sections because it's much easier to learn things in small sections than it is to try to just play all the way through it. So keep working on these 2-measure sections until you have each one of the 2-measure bites down very well, and then put them together. So let's look at the first 2 measures. We're going to say and finger the first 2 measures first. Here we go. Say and finger, 2, ready, now. B flat, C, D, E flat, D, C, B flat, hold. Notice we're slurring all 7 of those notes. We're tonguing the first note and then slurring all the rest. So let's do that together, playing. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, first 2, now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try that one more time. Ready? Make sure we tongue the first note and don't tongue the rest of them. 1, 2, ready, breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got to take a big breath to be able to make it through that. Now let's look at the next 2 measures starting at circle 2. We're going to say and finger those 2 measures. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, saying 3 and 4. E flat, F, G, F, E flat, D, hold. Now let's play those 2 measures. 1, 2, playing now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, off. Now let's look at the first 4 measures. You can keep packing these videos up and practicing these 2-measure sections until you're ready. But now we're going to go all the way through the first 4. Playing. Ready? 1, 2, playing now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have to take a real big, quick breath on the breath mark. We don't want to make the half note, a quarter note. We don't need that much time to breathe. But breathe as quick as you can and get as much as you can right before number 2. So now we're looking at the 5th and 6th measures. We have quarter notes followed by quarter rest. Then we have that 1 measure repeat again, which tells us to play the same thing in measure 6 that we played in measure 5. So we have 4 B flats: B flat, rest, B flat, rest, B flat, rest, B flat, rest. So let's play that together. This is the 5th and 6th measures. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 5th and 6th. Now, 1, rest, B flat, rest, 1, rest, 3, rest. Now, let's look at the last 2 measures. Let's say and finger the last 2. Ready? Here we go. Ready, say and finger. B flat, C, D, G, D, C, B flat, rest. Or hold, I'm sorry. Now let's play the last 2 measures. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, now. All right. So keep backing this video up. Keep going over these in small bites until you have each one of these little areas worked out. Now we're going to go all the way through it. I would suggest that you finger and count several times, backing the video up, and then play along with it until you have it down. Here we go, all the way through 34. 1, 2, breathe deep. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, rest. 3, rest. Repeat. 1, rest. 3, rest. Okay, we will not do the repeat on the test, but you can keep playing back through this as many times as you want to until you have this worked out.